Hello everyone, I'm Tammy Barboza for Virginia Living Television, and welcome to this segment of Something to Talk About. I am here with Donna Waugh Robinson of Waugh Enterprises Harley-Davidson, which is located in the heart of Orange. And Donna, thank you so much for allowing Virginia Living TV to be here today.
You're welcome. We welcome this occasion.
Well, in just a few moments, we're going to go inside both your showroom and your lower level to learn all there is to know about Waugh Enterprises Harley-Davidson and then some. So look forward to getting started and look forward to learning so much more about your family-owned and operated business since 1939.
We're quite proud of that fact. And come on in, we'll take a tour.
Thank you so much. Please stay tuned. And Donna, we're here with members of your family. If you could introduce them to our viewers.
I'd like to introduce the legendary Big Daddy Don Waugh. He is the founding operator of our dealership, and my mom, Marceline Waugh. They've been married for 52 years and have instilled in my brother and I a great heritage in our county and in Harley-Davidson.
So, Mr. Waugh, please tell us about your business and how has it evolved over the years since 1939 when your father founded it?
Well, it's had a lot of changes in it. We sold the first Ford Ferguson tractors in this county in 1939 for $595. That's what the price was then. Then when I come out of service in 52 or 3, I forget which it was. Anyway, we took on cars and bikes and stuff like that. We had a car dealership here. We went with Harley in 75 or 6, I forget which was. But anyway, we went exclusive on into Harley, and it's been good to us. We've been a family-run business here since 1939, and we settled here in 1651, so we are one of the oldest families here in Orange, Virginia.
Well, Mr. Waugh, of all of the types of motorcycles, why Harley?
Well, Harley is the only American motorcycle, and it's the only motorcycle. There are motorcycles and motor scooters. Harley is a motorcycle.
Mr. Waugh, have you and your family taken any interesting trips on your Harleys?
Oh, yes. We've been all over the United States and Canada. Around the U.S., been into all 48 states, been all over Canada. I love going up into Nova Scotia and Newfoundland and all up through there. And we have still take trips. We just got back about, I reckon, 3 weeks ago. We rode our bike up to Milwaukee to the 105th anniversary of Harley-Davidson. Oh yes, we ride all the time, and we've been just about everywhere you can go in this country.
Please describe your Harley to us.
My Harley is a custom-built sidecar back there. It's a blue and white one. I'm very proud of it. It's an 06. And it's won Best of Show at Daytona, Myrtle Beach, Sturgis, South Dakota, different places for the last 2 or 3 years. You know, it's a real piece of machinery.
If you will, please tell our viewers why you like to ride.
It's just something about a Harley that no other machine has to offer, whether it's the feel or whatever, and the comradeship amongst your Harley rider is out of this world. And the others, they just don't have it. And I just enjoy it, and we get out there, and like I said, you can see the country when you're on a bike and smell the roses. It's just something, it's like a sport, like if you're jumping out of a parachute with a plane or whatever, or boat riding. But a bike is not, you don't have to haul it to the lake and stuff like that. But it's just something about it that nothing else has it to offer, and it's just growing leaps and bounds every year.
And in your opinion, why do you feel Harley riders from all over, from great distances, come to Waugh Enterprises?
Well, we have events here going on all the time. We have the annual bike show is always the day before Father's Day. And that's a day it can run 15 to 17,000 people here that day. And they're here from far away as Chicago, New York to Florida. It's an annual bike show, some beautiful bikes in here. And it's a bring your family day. It's entertainment for all the kids and everybody and the bands down there. And have a lot of politicians come too. Now, I don't know if that's good or bad. I won't comment on that. Not yet, anyway.
Are the politicians riders as well?
Some of them are, yes. Yes. Ed Robb is still riding. He's one of my good old riding buddies a long time ago. We were in George Allen's inaugural parade, and we've been in, I think, 2 or 3 inaugural parades for the governor. And we ride the Rolling Thunder every year. And we just go everywhere. There's always something to do. Your Harley dealer will give you things to do and attend and, express your camaraderie.
Next year marks your 70th anniversary as a business. How does that make you feel?
Well, I'm not getting old, but I will tell you this right now. I'll be 75 on December the 28th. But I still feel young and I ride my Harley. Like I said, we just rode to Milwaukee and I busted a hip up a year ago. So I've been recuperating from that. I didn't do a lot of riding last year. But we took our bike to Daytona this year, and I rode it down there, and I rode it to Myrtle Beach after we got there. But I did ride it out to Milwaukee, and there was about 1 million people there this year. It was the 105th anniversary of Harley-Davidson, and their museum is absolutely beautiful.
Well, speaking of museums, you have quite a number of artifacts here and Harley memorabilia that we'll soon see, so we look forward to that.
Oh, yes. That's 50-some years of collecting over there. Wife says I'm a pack rat. I never threw anything away, as you can see from the museums on the whole side of the wall over there. And it's a lot of collectibles.
Mr. Waugh, how do you and your wife travel on a Harley?
I drive the bike and she rides in the sidecar, because the sidecar is really rides nice. It just floats along. And she doesn't get wet in it, and she sleeps a lot. Now, she's either looking, reading a book, or sleeping in the sidecar.
Now, Mrs. Waugh, would you care to comment on that?
I thoroughly enjoy riding, and I trust him completely. And I do sleep, as he says, and read a book, or if it's country I haven't seen before, then I'll watch the country. But now I will have to tell you, when he rode Deal's Gap, I slept and did not know we had even crossed that mountain. So.
Amazing.
Now, Deal's Gap might be a little Greek to you, but that is 311 curves and something like 11 miles. And I mean, it's just one switchback right after another.
Either you were very tired or you're a very sound sleeper, or both.
I think both.
Thank you so much.
I'd also like to introduce my older brother, Palmer Waugh II. He is named after our grandfather and the founder of our business. And Palmer is the general manager at our dealership.
Great. Well, Palmer, thank you so much for joining us here and allowing us to be in your Harley facility.
Well, thank you all for coming here. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Now, Palmer, if you could point out some bikes and as relative to the trends that are going on in the Harley industry right now, that would be great.
Well, this is one right here. This is the Night Rod Special. Harley's venture into water-cooled motorcycles. The first generation of this came out in 2002, but now we're trying to attract younger customers. Our average customer is about 45 years old, and trying to get people in their 30s. They refer to this with less chrome and darker colors as a dark custom. This would be one example. But most of our customers, like I said, being a little older now, are the motorcycles more like this. Like I said earlier, our customers are starting to get a little bit older. They're in their 40s and 50s. Larger motorcycles, more comfortable for both the rider and the passenger, able to go longer distances. And this is kind of the trend that we've seen happening as our customer ages. They haven't forgotten about the younger people, but this is our core customer right here, 35 to 54.
Now, Palmer, you talked about the age demographic. What about the gender demographic? What do you see as the male-female percentage?
Unlimited growth in the female part of the industry. When we started this and selling Harleys in 1976, it was probably about 2%. Harley average is about 12. We do close to 20. We do a lot better than most dealers do.
So about 20% female?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Great. And do you find that your customers, for the most part, are local, or do they come from quite a distance?
No, most of our customers do come from quite a distance. We do a lot in Northern Virginia, fair amount in Richmond, fair amount in Charlottesville. 150-mile radius, pretty much anywhere you go is where our customers are at.
Right. And do you find that for the first-timers, they're a bit surprised that you're located in such a rural community?
A lot of them, for a long time, we didn't even put we were located in Orange, Virginia, because we were scared people wouldn't even come here when they realized there wasn't much else here. So yes, people are real surprised when they find a dealership this size in a small town like Orange.
Palmer, have you seen any effects on the rising prices of fuel and how that's impacted the Harley industry?
Most definitely. For the first time since the early 80s, we're actually selling motorcycles for expressly for transportation and not just the recreational aspect of it. You can almost make a motorcycle payment if you're driving a truck getting 14, 15 miles to the gallon when you're on something that's getting 50.
So what is the average miles per gallon?
You're on the Sportsters, you're going to get 50 miles to the gallon. The big twins, high 30s, low 40s, consistently.
Do you sell both new and used motorcycles?
Yes, we do, and that's probably where we've seen the biggest increase has been in used motorcycles because of the price of fuel. Something less expensive can definitely pay for itself in 1 or 2 riding seasons.
Now, in addition to your motorcycle sales, do you also offer training in motorcycle riding?
We support the Motorcycle Safety Foundation, which is taught at most of the community colleges in the area, Germanna being the closest to us. And we also have a company that gives private lessons in our park out back here.
Great. Palmer, is there such a thing as a typical client here at Waugh Enterprises?
Yes, I'd say that there is, and we pretty much see them every day. It's usually a man, somebody in their mid-40s to mid-50s that had a motorcycle in their earlier days, 10, 20, 30 years ago, and then for various reasons usually involves getting married, having a family, getting a career going, and the motorcycle just kind of goes by the wayside. They just don't have the time or the extra money to invest in something like that that's strictly for themselves, but it never gets out of your blood. Once it's there to stay. And, career's done well, kids get grown up, and it's time to get a motorcycle again. And I'd say that's pretty much our typical customer.
And to what do you attribute the success of Waugh Enterprises since 1939?
One simple reason, and that's we are committed to giving nothing but the best customer service available. If you take care of your customers, they'll come back.